Welcome back to Listen to the Words. We are broadcasting from a brand new studio today.
Yeah, right.
AKA the kitchen table.
I hope it sounds okay when we...
It'll be all right.
It feels echoey.
At this point, I don't care.
Okay.
Because we're killing it in the ratings lately.
Yeah. We can afford to tank it a little bit.
We're number 233 in Thailand, was it?
233 now?
I don't know.
We went up a notch.
Maybe. No, we've been getting a lot of listeners lately, and I don't know what's going on.
It's because
I appreciate it.
It's Bruce.
It's probably you and Bruce.
Yeah.
We're actually very close to another milestone, which is awesome. Uh-huh. Here, you can look at it. Crap.
How am I supposed to do that when you have cords everywhere?
I know. I won't say it out loud.
Ooh.
We're creeping up on another 1,000.
Ooh.
It's gonna be awesome. But I couldn't record it anymore in the office.
That's fine.
I've been in that office
all day,
like 10-hour days. The last 2 days, I'm done.
Yeah, you're tired of looking at those.
I'm tired of looking at those same four walls
and posters and everything in it.
And the fact that I'll be sitting in that chair for another. It was 10 hours today, and then an hour recording this episode. Another hour will be 12 hours. My butt sitting in that same chair.
Yeah,
it just smells like fart and old.
Smells like old man.
It just smells like old man. I told you I had to Google something that's going on with me. I'm like, and it says an older man, and I was like, what?
You're getting up there, honey.
No,
hate to tell you,
I'm not old. I'm still,
right there with you.
I'm still young. Yeah,
relatively speaking, yes.
Physically, no.
Physically, no.
Relatively speaking, no. We need to work out tonight. At some point,
okay.
We gotta squeeze in a.
Okay.
We signed up for Apple One. That has all the different...
all the things.
It has all the things. It has the Apple TV, Apple Fitness, Apple Magazines,
Yep.
Apple Storage.
It has stuff.
Apple Arcade.
It has stuff.
Apple Social Security. It has everything. So we're trying to do better with our health.
Yeah.
As we snack after we're done.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. We worked out the other day, and you're like, we got a good workout in. It was a dancing one.
Yeah.
It was all ABBA, just Dancing Queen the whole time.
It wasn't.
No, it was Will Smith.
It was three different songs.
I think Drake was in there. It was Carlos Vives too.
Katy Perry was one of them. I think.
Then so we finished the workout, and then Kelly's like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna sit down with a bag of Doritos."
And
it
wasn't a full bag.
It was the party size bag.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was a Sam's Club bag, and she finished the whole thing.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Why do you have to fight with me?
It was the small bag that I get from Lidl.
Oh, okay.
The ranch ones are the party size.
Okay. Well, let's move past that. Where's Bruce?
He's on the couch.
Are you certain about that?
Yes.
Turn around. Oh, he's in your spot. Okay.
Yeah.
He's usually in that other spot.
Yeah, he's sitting there.
Right now he's laying on your spot where you fart.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like that's mommy. He absorbs that smell. While I in bed, I'm like, ugh. If Bruce slept in the bed with you, he'd be like, what is that fragrance?
He would sleep in the bed with me.
Oh, I know he would. He wants me gone. Look, I've accepted that. Lily wants me gone. Bruce wants me gone. And maybe Sophia wants me a little bit gone.
No, they don't.
They're like, if we get rid of the fat guy, we'd be golden.
If we get rid of the fat guy, we gonna be broke.
Yeah. That's all they need me for, is to pay the bills.
No. We need you for other things.
Yeah, sure. All right. So how was your week?
It was all right.
So was mine. My week
kind of meh.
Yo, this week sucked.
It really did.
Like, one of my coworkers told me something that happened to them today, and I was like, yo, they are fortunate that they spoke to you, that you were calm and collected. Because if it was me, they would have told me to bring in all my equipment on Monday. I straight up would have just blasted this guy out and just...
I don't think they would have. I think they would have... just let you slide on past that.
Oh no, I've had people fuss at me before on the company phone. And then one time, this guy, be careful not to put it on the table. Just a heads up. Just giving you a warning. This one guy fussed at me, and he's just losing. I had literally nothing to do with this issue.
Yeah, but people just need to like vent to somebody.
I had like literally, it could have been the other side of the country, the other side of the planet. I had literally nothing to do with this thing. Mm-hmm. and he's going crazy. Da 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 da. And I was like, look, dude, I can transfer to the person who worked on it. They might have more information than I do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the answer to this question.
Right.
And he's just like, I don't want to talk to that. I'm like, then what do you want me to do?
Right.
He's like, well, I need you to fix it. And I was like, I don't know what's happening here. If I transfer you to the person, they can tell you what's happening because they did this thing and they could fix it for you.
Right.
I don't want them to fix it. I want you to fix it. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, I'll figure it out. I was like, give me 20 minutes. Let me just figure it out. He goes, no, I'm going to stay on the phone. I was like, you're not staying on the phone with me while I try to fix this. Because I was like, you're going to spend the whole 20 minutes yelling in my ear.
Yeah.
I was like, the longer I'm on the phone with you, the longer I can't get this fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, well, you're not going to call me back. And I was like, here's my number. I literally get my direct number. I was like, this is my direct number. My first name is Andres. My last name is, it's on the podcast, Hernandez. Call me back if you don't hear back from me in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, you could ask one of my coworkers was in there with me. I crossed my arms. I leaned back in the chair. And I just let him just rant.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you done, sir?
Can I go now?
He's like,
so I can fix this.
And I was like, can I go fix this now? He goes, okay. He goes, well, call me back. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll call you back.
I will. But you gotta let me get off the phone first.
Check this. To cover my butt, I wrote an email.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote an email. So as soon as I hit send, he calls me and says, you were supposed to call me. And I was like, I literally just hit send. I was going to follow up with a phone call.
Yeah.
But give me a second.
Yeah.
I don't deal with this guy anymore because he's a jerk. But anyway.
That sounds so stressful. That stressed me out.
Customer service work is no joke.
Oh, I know. I've done it for 10 plus years. It's horrible.
I'm on year 4 and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to look at, if they're hiring in some other department, I might switch over. That would be cool though.
But you have to take the good with the bad because there are those clients and those customers that make it worthwhile for you, that make it a nice experience.
Straight up, I have one guy.
You only have one person that does that?
No, there's several of them. There's several of them, but there's this one guy, when he calls, all I hear is, hey. And I'm like, hey, Alan, what's up? I know this guy's voice. I know what branch he's with. I know his email address. I know everything about him. And he's like, well, Andre, do you need my email address? I was like, Alan, I know exactly how to get in contact with you. Don't even stress it. And he goes, okay, pal. But he's the sweetest guy in the world. And there's another one. She's like, hi, this is Ginger. And she's as sweet as can be. And I love taking care of them. But,
and then you wonder why people like to talk to you and all that, because you remember things and you remember like things that most people wouldn't. So, I think you're developing that relationship with them. Yeah. That you should be developing with them, because then they're going to come to you for stuff.
And with customer service work, I like one of the things I always taught is when you answer the phone, answer in a happy tone. Yeah.
If you smile when you answer the phone, you can hear that smile on the other end.
But there's some people that I'll go, hey, customer service is Andres. How can I help you? And immediately, like this one guy today, he just started talking. Yeah. And I'm like, And he's like, okay. And I was like, But I'm like, hey, how you doing? Well, I need to, okay. Then you get what you give me, you get back energy-wise.
Exactly.
I was willing to be conversational and just shoot the crap, but you want me to
And what I like to do too, what I used to do when I was a receptionist, is if somebody came in and like was, pissy with me or whatever, I would just kill them with kindness. Because when you do that and you have like a smile on your face and you're like, or whatever, then they don't really have a reason to like fuss at you anymore. Yeah. Especially when it's not even your fault. They're just fussing to have somebody to fuss at. So, are you all right over there?
Yeah, it's too funny because Stephanie just texted me and she goes, Kyrie's feet reminds me of yours. I really thought they were my feet for a second.
Oh, yeah. Those flat Hernandez feet.
She's like, his feet remind me of yours.
Yeah.
I was like, yikes, poor kid.
Hopefully he has a toenail on his pinky toe.
I have one. It's tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's funny because when I cut my toenails, I have to be very careful with that pinky toe because if I go too short, I just lose it.
You just don't have one.
It's just gone. But all right. So yeah, the work was brutal this week. It's just
customer service is hard.
It is.
It's not an easy job.
It's not. And unfortunately, with the way right now with COVID and all like supply chain issues, people are just pissy nonstop.
Well, and prices are going up for everything. So obviously that industry has to move with the times. You have to, if it costs them more to make machinery, then of course, the product has to cost more.
The best thing is when they'll send me a PO and say, hey, look, you have to reference a quote number with your PO. And they reference a quote number. I look at it, I'm like, based off the numbers, I can tell how new and old it is because of the sequential order that it's in. Yeah. And I look at that number, I was like, that is at least 2 years old. And our quotes are valid for 30 days. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, God. So I open it, and it's like from 2019, and I'm like, oh, God, this is pre-COVID. Yeah. So I email the customer, I'm like, hey, look, this is out of validity.
It's not valid anymore.
It's expired.
It's invalid.
And they're like, oh, you can't honor that price? And I'm like,
it's 2019.
Seriously? You want me to honor 3-year-old prices?
Yeah.
And then, well, I paid this in 2019. Why should I pay more?
Because things cost more. I was talking to Renee today about, traveling and everything because they're getting ready to go to Japan in a few months.
You just ratted them out. They was in a
I'm
hush
telling
hush.
everybody.
Oh, wait, this episode comes out when they get back, probably.
Exactly. So anyways, they're going to Japan. And, they were trying to go to Europe in the same year. Yeah. And she told me today that they're just putting that on the back burner because it's so expensive now. And even like with points, because they pay all their stuff with points. Yeah. So even with using their points, they're still gonna have to pay something out of pocket.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And everything's just so expensive now. It's just,
And paychecks stay the same.
Exactly.
Well, here, fingers crossed, I get my raise in March. Who knows?
So it's like you would think
if not, I'm going to be door dashing.
you would think that if prices are going up for things that companies would increase pay.
Oh, I'm not knocking my company at all because they have taken.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, no, they've taken.
I know.
Very good care of me.
Your company is awesome, but I'm just saying in general, you would think that companies would, give their employees raises and or bump up their pay to coincide with the influx of everybody else's prices going up.
For sure, yeah.
So
I mean, with this job, they've taken care of me so well that I've been there 4 years. Last month will be 4 years. I make more than I did in 12 years of my old job.
Yeah, and you have less stress.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a different type of stress, but
it's less.
Well, at 5 o'clock on the dot, I turn off my computer. It's done. Work
exactly.
is done.
You have less stress, and your work stays at work,
and I make more money.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it.
Yeah.
And I like the people I work with.
Yeah.
Shout out Gino. Hashtag HelloFresh. Gino signed up for HelloFresh.
Oh, did he?
He likes it cool. A lot.
Good.
All right. So yeah, we fussed enough about work, and we went work. We went with Stephanie's kids' feet.
Yeah.
We went
Renee traveling to
Japan. Supply chain, COVID. What else?
We talked about a lot in 5 minutes.
13 minutes.
13 minutes. Okay.
So let's dive into the episode.
All right.
This is actually one of my favorite songs. And it's funny because...
Oh, wait. I'm in the wrong thing. I'm in the other one. Because
We're not doing the bracket right now.
I know, but that's what I was in. What song are we doing again?
You told me Have a Little Faith in Me by John Hiatt.
Okay. I didn't know if we had actually... Oh, okay.
I just deleted it because it was the wrong artist. What?
You deleted what because it was the wrong artist?
I edited right now while you were looking at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it said Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait
John
a second.
Hiatt.
And then I thought, well, maybe it was just me and I just saw it down there.
No.
Okay.
So it's John Hiatt. So you're right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird to broadcast. It's weird doing it here.
I know.
I like it though.
I'm not sinking in my chair. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. And Bruce isn't going crazy.
Yeah, he's not biting me, licking my feet.
Yeah, so I kind of like this.
Yeah, we might have to do this more often.
I might have to get a little portable table to open up, and then we could sit over there. Or doing it here is not that bad.
It's fine.
Yeah. Eventually, I'd like to build a shed in the back and make it my studio. If the numbers keep going up like this is, and I get a sponsorship, I'm building a shed for a studio.
Eventually, I'd like to go to Europe, but
I was going to take you.
I know you are.
And then a pandemic hit.
Stupid COVID.
That's what happens.
I know.
Yo, straight up, I had it all planned out when we were going to go. I was like, we're doing it. We got the passports and everything.
Yeah.
And a freaking global pandemic hit. Like, I was like, I even watched all the videos for fear of flying. I researched the planes, the flights.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was head first into this trip to Europe.
Yeah.
Where we were gonna go. I talked to Alan. I'm like, yo, we're gonna go to England. He's like, yo, straight when you come, we're gonna hang. And then all of a sudden, it's like, there's a sniffles in China. I'm like, all right, it's in China. They just no.
China will be all right.
I said, I'll be all right.
Be like, oh man, China's got COVID. That's crazy.
They're all right. And then it started like working its way through. It's like, oh wait, it's here. It's over there now. And I was like, and it hit England.
It's
and I was like,
closer.
It hit England. I was like, oh no. And then it hit here, and I'm like, 2 weeks. It'll be fine in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought.
And then 2.5 years later, I'm still working part time at home.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You know what I would like to do though?
What?
Go to Montana.
Eventually.
I want to do that. I think that would be a fun trip.
Get some more business.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Get some more business.
Anyways, let's move on.
Get some more business. All right. With the mortgage going up, it's kind of tight.
Yeah.
All right. So, Have a Little Faith in Me by John Hiatt. Do you know this song?
I do know this song.
Okay. Do you know the Mandy Moore version, or do you know the John Hiatt version, or both?
Both versions.
Ooh, you're special.
I know all three versions.
What's the third one?
Joe Crocker.
No, Joe Cocker doesn't sing the song.
I thought he did. Yes.
Where?
It still says Joe Cocker.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
So that's why I thought there was like three, because I'm still thinking Joe Cocker.
We'll go past it. Leave it alone. So this song is actually from the 1987 album Bring the Family. It has actually gone down as one of the world's greatest all-time love songs ever written. Mm-hmm. He performed this song in 1987, and he serenades the crowd with "When the road gets dark and you can no longer see, just let my love throw a spark and have a little faith in me." I love that. He actually wrote this song after he struggled with a slight drug addiction. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a slight drug addiction. I think it's either
it's either one or
it's either you're in,
you
or
have
you're
one,
out.
or you don't.
I don't think there's like I have a slight addiction to cocaine. There's no middle ground to that.
Yeah, no. It's like, I'm kind of addicted to heroin.
Like if you do,
it's
if you do a bump,
60-40.
You do a bump, you're all in.
It's done.
Yeah. I have a slight drug addiction. I'm not making fun of drug addiction. Please don't take that.
But it's like it's one or the other.
The phrasing on that was not really good. So the song actually meant a lot to John's sobriety and journey after losing his wife to suicide and his music label. The lyrics are true, pure, raw, and you can really tell that he feels every word he sings in this stunning live performance. Tell us about the interesting fact of the song.
So the original attempt at recording the song took place at a friend's studio and included a larger instrument accompaniment.
Ooh, you nailed that word. I couldn't say that word.
That's why you had me read this.
I can't. Accompaniment. Yeah, I can't say that word.
Accompaniment.
It's because it's your first language.
I don't know if I said that right, but
it sounds right to me.
Sounded right.
Yeah.
However, the recording was plagued by technical issues. The morning after, Hiatt was informed that his estranged wife had committed suicide. So he attributes the technical problems with the original recording as a sign that the song was not meant to be heard that way, and he eventually released the song much more simply with a piano accompaniment.
Yep. The way things work out is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The universe is weird.
Yeah. And not that, like, I believe in signs or anything like that, but it's just like interesting coincidences.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
There's no explanation to things that happen like that.
No.
Because like we explained when we went to California,
yeah,
we did the Linger episode for my cousin Genesis.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard that song since we did that episode. Because it hurts too much to listen to that episode.
Yeah.
So we're driving through California, through Hollywood.
Yep.
We're driving, and what song comes on the radio? The radio, not even my Apple Music.
Yeah.
The LA radio, like,
yep.
I don't know, KTU or 103.5.
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of the radio stations that was on.
As we're driving and we see the Hollywood sign,
yep.
Linger starts playing.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and it's just a coincidence, but it's like a weird type of coincidence.
It's almost like gives you goosebumps. You're like, ooh, man.
Yeah.
So when this happened, he recorded the song and it sucked.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't really feel this. And then his wife dies, his estranged wife, and he's like, let's start from scratch.
Yeah.
And because of that, we get the version that everybody knows.
What we got.
Yeah. You want to keep reading?
So it says that John allows us to experience the pain and agony he was feeling when he recorded the song, and it's the most intimate performance we have ever seen. The perfect way to put your life in perspective. Mandy Moore covered this song, and it's the first single from her third studio album, Coverage, from 2003. It was produced by John Fields, and it was also included on her...
That's the Mandy Moore compilation album.
Yeah. On
her greatest hits.
Her first greatest hits album, The Best of Mandy Moore.
That's weird. I didn't know she had more than one.
What, more than one album?
More than one greatest hits album, because it says the first.
Oh, I don't know.
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
This is like the best of Mandy Moore, and that's the more gooder.
The more gooder, and then the more gooder.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it didn't actually make a big splash in the United States when it came out. It reached number 39 on the U.S. Billboard Pop.
That's still
chart.
Great.
It is, but...
Because, I mean, out of how many songs?
True.
If it's
when did it
out
come
of...
out? 1987?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, I mean, if it's like 100 out of 100 songs, even out of 50 songs...
I'm curious to know what was the top song in 1987.
Probably something Richard Marx.
So he says 37 was Have a Little Faith?
39.
39? It's not on this list.
It's not. It just says the U.S. Billboard Pop Airplay chart.
The U.S. Billboard Hot 100 singles of 1987. Number one was Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't like that.
That was a good song.
I hate that song.
Oh.
Not a fan. I feel like it's really racist.
It is now. Yeah.
Like, it's really racist.
I mean, it was then too, but but more so now.
It's really racist.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I'm sure.
And there was a whole dance that went with it too.
Like, that's really, really racist.
But I think it was based on like the
hieroglyphics.
The hieroglyphics.
But still,
they would draw on the like their arms are like that. So stupidly, white people think that that's how they walk, or Americans, whatever. I don't know.
I'm trying to look for what he tapped out at, and I don't see him on here at all. But I think I don't like that Walk Like an Egyptian song.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go walk like a Colombian and like have a sombrero and a, what's it called? The poncho.
Yeah.
And have coffee in your hand.
Yeah. But you could do that in any Hispanic culture.
Yeah. Walk like a Mexican and walk with burritos.
Cowboy hats and cowboy boots.
It's like racist as heck. But anyway.
It's not really racist if it's true, though.
But nobody walks like that.
I know. No, I know. But I'm saying it's not, if it's true, it's not racist.
What?
To me, it's not.
This is taking a dark turn. Let's just leave it alone. Let's abort.
Depending on what it is.
Let's go Top Gun Maverick and abort and eject out of the plane. All right. So this song was actually on an episode of Dawson's Creek called The Kiss, season 2, episode 1, after Joey and Dawson kissed for the first time.
That was the stupidest storyline ever.
Huh?
Joey and Dawson. Because they didn't even get together. They were together for like 5 minutes. And then they had a one-night stand 10 years later in college.
Let's dissect Dawson's Creek right now. When you're growing up, that was like the be-all, end-all.
I know.
I tried rewatching the first episode, and I was like, I can't watch this.
I can't do it either.
The fashion.
Yeah.
Because I wore all that crap.
Yeah. It's mostly them talking like with this big vocabulary, like they're our age.
Like my man.
And they're 15.
Well, what I'm saying is, we were that age when it came out, so like 15, 16 when it came out. Mm-hmm. I was like, I have never said half the words they're saying.
I know. You can't relate to it.
But then I was like, I'm not white, so that doesn't...
No, I never said any of those words either.
But Dawson wanted Joey because he couldn't have her.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
She was in love with him forever.
Yeah.
And so when they kissed, he's like, ooh, I want to be with her.
Yeah. And
then it didn't work out. And then she wandered off with Pacey, and then that's when he's like, oh no, I want her back. I miss her so much.
Yeah.
Dawson's evil.
Yeah.
Dawson sucks.
Yeah, he's stupid.
Yeah. Who did she end up with?
She ends up with Pacey.
Aww.
In the end.
That's so sweet. And they killed off Jen.
I know.
Spoiler alert. If you missed...
Spoiler.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Dawson's Creek series finale by now, then I really don't care.
Yeah.
They killed off Jen.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't get that. Why? Why not kill the grandmother off?
I don't know.
They killed off the father.
I know.
And then Jen.
I know. That was, oh my God. That episode where they killed off Mitch.
Yeah.
And then
was it a car accident?
Yeah.
In the rain, right?
No, he was eating ice cream. Well, maybe in the rain. I don't remember. Anyways, he was eating ice cream.
I think the mom was pregnant and she wanted ice cream.
They didn't have any milk. So he had to go to the store to get milk, and he got ice cream. He was eating an ice cream cone, so I guess he stopped and got it on the way home. I don't know where he got it. I can't remember. And then he was, eating the ice cream cone and everything while he's driving, singing to the radio, and then the scoop of ice cream falls off his cone, and so he tries to go get down and like do it while he's still driving, which is stupid. He should have pulled over. And when he comes back up with it, a semi hits him. But the driver had fallen asleep, what we later find out. So that made me sad. And then the next, I think they started the next episode with after they've found out that he died. And it's like everybody, like Pacey and Joey and Dawson, and I think Dawson's mom, like they're all remembering different things.
I remember that. Yeah.
Different moments in time
that they had with him.
And like I'm getting chills right now just talking about it because it was so like heartbreaking. Like it made me bawl.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I don't know how we end up on Dawson's Creek, but because of the thing.
Because of the thing.
Yeah. So let's dive into the lyrics.
Okay.
Because we just bummed each other out. That was really sad and depressing.
It was. I'm sorry.
All to say that Dawson's Creek sucks.
Okay, the show itself doesn't suck. The beginning part of it does. But then as they get older, I like those episodes more when they're older.
I don't remember much about it.
And when they're like in college and then like, and then when they come back and they all have jobs.
And didn't Dawson like finally make a movie about his life and it's called like The Creek or something?
Yeah, it's
like
called
that?
The Creek. And then like the last episode, like the whole series is he wants to meet Spielberg one day and all this stuff. And so in the last episode, he calls Joey and Pacey because they had just watched the season finale of The Creek. And so they were talking to him and everything. And he's like, you'll never believe who I have a meeting with in the morning. And it's Steven Spielberg.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's cool. I think that.
I wonder how much money Spielberg got off that name drop.
Who knows?
He still gets money from that. Anytime somebody says the word Steven Spielberg, he gets money.
Yeah.
I owe him 10 cents right now.
I know. Probably more than that.
So let's dive into the lyrics. So it starts off with, when the road gets dark and you can no longer see, just let my love throw a spark and have a little faith in me. When the tears you cry are all you can believe, just give these loving arms a try. And have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. And he says it over and over again. You can pick up.
And then he says, when your secret heart cannot speak so easily, come here, darling, from a whisper start.
I love that stuff. Do you remember that part? He goes, come on, darling.
To have a little faith in me. And when your back's against the wall, just turn around and you'll see. I will catch your fall, baby. Just have a little faith in me.
He's actually standing on the edge of the couch, all majestic, like if you turn around really quietly. He's like, I'm here.
He's like, hey, what are you doing over there?
What you guys doing? He goes, you guys are talking to the microphone things again.
He's like, why am I not with you?
Yeah. So, and it goes into have a little faith, have a little faith in me. Well, I've been loving you for such a long time, girl, expecting nothing in return.
I thought that was the
end. Have you had the chocolate liqueur yet?
No, okay. I haven't. No, I thought it looked like it was the end.
No. So let me continue. Well, I've been loving you for such a long time, girl, expecting nothing in return, just for you to have a little faith in me. You see, time is our friend, because for us, there is no end. And all you got to do is have a little faith in me. I said, I will hold you up. I will hold you up. Your love gives me strength enough, so have a little faith in me. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite lyric? Your dog just did a front flip.
Of course he did.
Literally, look at him. Turn around. He front flipped onto his back.
I think he likes to like roll around on his bones.
Yeah. Leave his smell on it.
Yeah, then all that. So, and then he shakes it off. He's like, woo. I don't know that I have a favorite lyric. Well, okay, I guess
Kelly's like, I hate this song.
No,
I literally hate this song. Everything about it, I hate.
No,
because it's not Joe Cocker's version.
He didn't do a version. Now I do like the Mandy Moore version, but I like her voice a lot, and I think it's cool hearing the song from a girl perspective. Look at him. I know what he's doing.
He's leaning into it. And then
yeah, I know. That's a Dachshund thing because Patches used to do the same thing.
All right, Mandy Moore.
So, anyways, sorry, Bruce is digging in his bed right now. So,
now if you guys don't know, Bruce is our child, our son, who's about to be 2.
Our son. But I like the part where he says, "And when the tears you cry are all you believe, or all you can believe," because I feel like we've all felt that before. You know, like don't ignore him.
He fell out of the bed. That's what made me laugh. Yeah, we've all felt that for sure.
Yeah, because especially like for me this past week, you know, when you start crying, when you're crying, it's like you start thinking all these bad thoughts about yourself, and like you feel like you're worthless and you're not good enough, and you know, why isn't this working for me? I really want this to work, but it's not working. So it's just different things like that go through your head. So I guess like
but I had faith in you.
I know.
And what did I tell you?
I know.
What did I tell you? When all the crap, Kelly had a thing happen with her business that didn't work out. What did I tell you?
Be a goldfish.
Be a goldfish. I Ted Lasso'd you.
I know.
Be a goldfish. And did it help?
It did.
There you go.
But sometimes you need a minute.
Well, that's why I told you. Have your cry.
Yeah.
Because you're going to cry no matter what. So have your cry. Yeah. Even for the rest of the day. Be pissed about it. But tomorrow's a new day. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's what I try to do. You know, because it's not healthy to focus on, you know, the past and everything. But I guess because what happened was so unexpected.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I was shafted.
Yeah. You were.
So that's what hurt, because, and it's not that I'm naive to, you know, things happening in business. You know, I know that happens. It doesn't make it hurt any less, though.
No, of course not.
So, yeah. So I guess that's that kind of, with the week that I've had, I guess that lyric would.
So you're trying to tell me that when you had this rough week, you thought of this song about me?
No.
This song?
Not at all.
No.
Actually.
Okay. I was just joking. It was a joke. So you can laugh a little bit. Gosh. Way to make it awkward. No, I see what you're saying. But I do. I also love the Mandy Moore version of the song because, like you said, I like the. I almost said Joe Cocker, the John Hiatt version. Joe Cocker sings "You Are So Beautiful," and I don't know why I get these two songs confused. I don't know why. And Joe Cocker sings "Have a Little Faith," and not have. Oh my god. With my the theme song of Wonder Years. What would you do?
Oh, okay.
He sings that song too.
Who was I thinking? I was thinking of somebody else.
That's what Joe Cocker sings.
Yeah, I was thinking of somebody else.
You Are So Beautiful, and he has loads of songs.
No, what was that one guy?
Justin Timberlake.
I can't think of it. I'll ask you later. I don't know.
What's the song?
I can't think of it right now.
What was it on?
I don't know.
No? Okay, so how do you? I don't understand what the thought process is happening.
Because I'm not singing on.
Go ahead, just a little bit, or just say the words.
You don't know how you met me. You don't know why. You can't turn around and say goodbye. Who sings
Uncle
that?
Cracker.
Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of.
I had to go through the Rolodex.
I was like, I want to say Joe Cocker, but it's not
it's Uncle
him.
Cracker.
Yeah, thank you. That's who I got it confused with. That's what I was thinking it was.
Uncle Cracker, 1987. Uncle Cracker's our age, so at the age of 3, he was singing. But back to bringing it back home, Mandy Moore's version. I remember listening to it the first time. I was coming back. I was on the train for some reason. It played it on Z100, which is the pop station of New York City, and that's where I heard it. And I was like, "Oh my god, I love this." But I like me some Mandy Moore.
Yeah, she's got good.
She's got good music. She can act. I mean,
she's really cool.
She did the role of Rebecca Pearson on This Is Us, which is one of the greatest shows ever made.
Yep.
We always.
And I'm sad it's not on anymore.
No, I'm actually glad it's over
Yeah.
Because I think they hit that sweet spot. If they had gone longer,
Yeah, that's true.
it's either what's the saying? I forgot, but it's better to die. It's better to finish the show on a high note than drag it on too long and then
Oh yeah, like Lost.
like Lost, like King of Queens.
Yeah.
King of Queens went at least 3 seasons too long.
Yeah.
The Flash. I mean, I stopped watching The Flash 6 years ago, and it's still on.
Well, this is its final season now.
Thank God.
What do you mean? Thank God you don't watch it.
Well, from what I heard, all the DC shows are gone.
Yeah.
They canceled everything.
Yeah.
Like, I think the the CW is done. I think it's dead too.
Yeah, it is. But they are bringing back for the final season. They're bringing back the Legends of Tomorrow.
I don't know what that is.
And they are bringing back Oliver Queen. I don't know how they're doing that because he
Multiverse?
died.
Multiverse.
Yeah, I don't know. And I haven't been watching it because I kind of got out of it.
It sucks.
And
It sucks.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's better to finish off on a high note than drag it on.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else you want to talk about this song? I think we've covered it pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, yeah.
36 minutes.
Ooh, look at that.
Promote your stuff. Or actually, let me go first because you got a laundry list.
I know. Now we got time.
Yeah, so the show Instagram is Listen to the Words Podcast, all one word. The show email is listentothewordspod@gmail.com. All yours.
See, okay. You need to start putting my stuff at the bottom because I forget things.
That's your business. This is my business. This is my business. That's your business.
Okay. My Instagram and Etsy is Crafty Kelly's Workshop. Crafty with a K. Kelly is Kelly. My show email is listentothewordspod, Kelly@gmail.com. My travel page is Kelly Marie Travels on Facebook and Kelly Marie Travels, the number 1 on Instagram.
Because she's number 1
Yes.
in your vacation planning.
It's because somebody else had.
No. Number 1 because I'm number 1 in your vacation planning.
There you go.
Did you ever hear back from that girl from work, my job?
No.
No? Okay.
No. So I ain't gonna worry about it. I
That's
reached
cool.
out.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, and then Bruce has an Instagram, and it's
His ears just
called
went...
it's called Bruce the Doxy Pin on Instagram.
Follow us all.
Yep.
So with that being said, sign off, hon.
Have a little faith in me.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.